the capability to deal with that matchup. I mean, it's hard to say, like,
I'm not sure on that one. To be honest, like Pyra Mithra, it feels like, yeah, you will just absolutely bop DK off stage and on stage, but your recovery is like one of the worst in the game. Exploitable doesn't begin to talk about that one. DK can do so much nonsense to that recovery. He 100%. Can slap Mithra's side B.
It's true.
Side
just come in.
It's so silly. So perhaps maybe we'll see the Pikachu from DM as it takes a moment to consider. Yeah. There we go.
Libre coming out. This is a little bit of a wrestling match for sure. Two big fighters ready to scrap point blank. And it's Town and City. This is where we saw Nira's counterpick. SlushieV1, I believe. Because again, the distance is important, but Slushie's going to be used to this. He just played against this. So I'm excited to see how this Pikachu is going to compare.
Tried to spot dodge through the T-Jolt, not quite going to work out. Fade back, Slap's not going to connect either. And now we got the loops, but great TI by Slushie. He was holding out hard right. He says, I know it's going to be offstage. I know it's not going to be a great spot, but I can't hold in and get looped for 9 damage.
Okay, trying to get the cargo up throw to up air, not quite finding it, but it's still amazing that, like, where did this 53% come from? I feel like Slushie has just been a disadvantage this entire game.
Half of it came from an aerial spinning Kong. That does 20 damage, but I'm surprised it doesn't actually do a little bit more. It feels like such a brutal hitbox.
Oh, yes. Amazing capitalization on Slushie, holding back and going low. DM understands how to edge guard. Jab one into okay.
Oh, that was so sick by Slushie. He actually correctly understood what DM was going to do, but he just did not react in time to get the grab. And loops on this platform, what does the man actually do? What are his options to get out? No options whatsoever. Has to eat that massive damage combo.
Oh, no tech coming in from DM. What an amazing reversal by Slushie.
And a little bit of a taunt. He's like, okay, yeah, that's a reversal.
Hey, what's up? Hey.
You forget I got that?
I can press buttons too, you know. It's my turn to play the game. And when it's DK's turn to play the game, Slushie is coming out to just have an amazing time.
I mean, the heavy tax has been paid, but the question is, how do you actually open up this Pikachu? And the aerial spinning Kong 24 is not the answer. These confirms from DM are so much cleaner than we saw in the last one, because Slushie not quite living to 150 to 180 like he was previously.
And you do not want that DK to have rage. You need to settle him down soon, get the tranquilizers out early, because if you don't, he is a beast and a force to be reckoned with. I mean, look at these loops.
Again, good lord.
It's so tough to get anything as DK.
This man has to work for his damage, but he only needs a couple. And again, safe shield pressure, so Slushie can't even get the grab. Offstage again. What options we have? The forward smash on it, forcing Slushie low, but not going to connect.
Another grounded spinning Kong scenario. I mean, we've seen Slushie use a lot of those, and you got to be careful because they're easily punished. Look at that fade back to avoid the downer. That
Beautiful
was so
spacing.
Smart.
But he jumps into a forward air. Armors through the 2 T-Jolts, and then another jump out of corner. DM is covering that so immaculately.
Gets the neutral get up though. What a mix-up, understanding that. Try to condition your opponent to stop doing an option and punish what's next on the table. That was a very solid game one for DM.
It looks like DM understands what he has to do in this match with Slushie. I don't want to say that he was flailing with those up Bs, but it was certainly options where he didn't feel like he could get approaches with back air. It didn't feel like he could air-to-air Pikachu at all, so he wanted to stay grounded, but he needed a burst tool. And really, other than up B, what more does DK have? Dash attack actually clanks with T-Jolt.
Fair enough, and looks like Stage 2 is going to be on Battlefield. Hopefully, Slushie can use those platforms to better advantage, because that was a rough game one, and I know that for a fact that Slushie does not want to go out like this.
Again, like these grabs, he's basically like betting it all on the fact that DM isn't perfect with his aerials, and so far that has been a bad bet to take. DM is clearly practicing applying safe shield pressure.
Sure, and still, I think Slushie's now starting to learn. He has to wait those spot dodges out just a little bit. Gets
the air dodge up onto the platform. That was brilliant by DM.
Very smart though, yeah. Gotta say, impressive. And Slushie's trying to find openings here and there, but just understanding that sometimes you have to play it a little bit patient. You can't overexert yourself versus a character like Pikachu, who is an absolute titan. Gets the cargo throw. No up air, though, for the follow-up.
It doesn't look like it was true at that percent anyway, so just Slushie going for the max damage and getting it with the forward smash that time. DM trying to jump off stage a little bit too aggressively.
You can't get over eager with those buttons. You have to respect DK. That's what we said last time is, when it's DK's in disadvantage, you can do whatever you want. But when they have control, you got to be careful.
He waits it out with the giant punch, taking a 2-stock lead. Slushie, how explosive can you get, my man? And he does it again.
My man is waking up after that first game. It looked pretty difficult, but he said, hey, guess what? Watch this. Have the counter pick, have the control, and it's not going to be the hard hit coming in from DM. Avoiding the thunder as well. This is brutal stuff right now,
And now
Scabs.
he's just swinging for the fences. He wants a 3-stock. He wants every Twitch clip he can get, but not quite going to work out that time. And you have to worry here because DM was playing super well in game 1. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a comeback if Slushie starts getting too aggressive, though.
For sure. You need to be a very calm, collected individual here, not quite finding that dare spike, for sure. And Slushie is just playing so careful. He's leaning back a bit. He understands he needs to be smart about this. And try to make this a game 3.
Just sliding right past that Thunder, but the quick attack, not able to get the back air after it. Pikachu's pressure game is unparalleled. And Slushie, how do you get back to edge? Don't stand or get up into that. The lingering hitbox.
Lingering hitbox, I'm sure, causing some problems. Again, early uppies to avoid the dare spike. I like that. If he sees him out there, he's willing to punish. What's it going to be, though? Amazing
the match
match.
out, and then you get punished for it super hard. That is a risky proposition from Slushie. You have to make this count. Can't get the tech chase, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Couldn't quite find what he wanted to find. DM not getting the follow-up grab either.
He dropped shield. I think he was trying to up B out of shield, and you're going to chase off stage. You have the double jump still. He does, expends it, gets back, and then just waiting out in shield. That's a re-grab. So risky.
I like the tech away, but DM is following in suit right now, getting some loops indeed, getting so much percentage, has the lead now. This is so scary.
He trades with that, and only a 0.5% separates these two players. This has been an even match after Slushie took that dominant lead to start it off. But how does he actually open DM up?
This could be a reverse 3-stock. Reverse 3-stock, Scabs. I am terrified for these players at the moment because this is anyone's game. Next major hit could cause some major problems.
And DM's being so patient, and Slushie, meanwhile, he's tossing out these committal options at mid-range. He does the dash grab. That's just going to force him at a disadvantage. DM goes for it all with the down air, but misses.
Still, once more, the spinning Kongs are paying dividends in terms of the recovery game here.
Grab should be dead here if DK gets his hands on Pikachu. But the up smash?
Not enough. How do you get down? Just like that.
The parry on the down double back air is so smart from DM. And
the lingering hitbox! Because of the Thunder Shock hitting it, it's a lingering hitbox, and DM got too over-eager. Slushie, barely by the skin of his teeth, has gotten back.
That does not bode well for Slushie, though. It felt like DM was caught out a couple times at the start of that match, but now, what is the change-up? Because if DM plays that perfectly for the entirety of the match, how does Slushie actually get in? It's so hopeless at points.
So, considering the options of where we're going, and it's smash fill of all places. Pikachu doesn't really fall to those ding-dong percentages, but because it's a little bit, it's not PS2. But at the same time, this is still a smaller stage for DK to interact with you, so by all means, this is going to be a little bit careful. Because, my goodness, DM needs to reel it back because Slushie's finding momentum here, Scabs, and the crowd is starting to form.
I mean, they can sense another potential upset. They know that Slushie has been must-watch material so far, and in this match, he has not failed to give us a show. And then DM suicides.
That is huge for this game 3 scenario here. Up a full stock, Slushie has so much room to play with. The pressure is on. He's feeling himself, and DM is struggling right now.
I mean, what an iron will Slushie has had so far, and DM was matching him blow for blow. You cannot afford to give the stock up, though.
Back-to-back parries between these two. Slushie finding a lot of good stuff. Not quite finding the forward smash, though.
I mean, that could very well have been the set if he connected with that one.
Pretty much. He's feeling himself. Absolutely. Trying to find something, trying to find the aerial down B to convert into something else. Stuck at disadvantage, though.
The forward air forcing him off stage, does get the recovery back, and then rears back again and connects! Slushie just makes it happen time and time again! DM rears back in his chair, and you know he's feeling a little bit frustrated after giving up that stock. Now, he is absolutely needs to play perfectly. There's no room for error.
Yeah, those are just so unnecessary mistakes, and being flustered by the scenario, it makes sense. This is a tense scenario to keep yourself alive in loser's bracket, and Slushie so far is having a heyday with it. This could be the 3-stock he wanted last game, especially if DM doesn't tighten the ship.
I mean, just the iron will to take advantage of these spots. Slushie, I have been stunned at his mental fortitude here, and now he just needs to tap it in. Cannot be too over-aggressive against DM. Cannot allow this man to make the comeback, but the down smash should clean up that stock. No, great DI, and then the double jump out of it.
DM now stuck at the ledge. Just the patience coming in from Slushie right now. Dash attack still not going to kill. We mentioned the quick kills DM could get earlier, but not quite. And no tech, but still fine for just right now.
And this, I mean, at a point where potentially we're going to see a ding-dong. No, great double jump by DM. Not going to get baited at that percent, but the collapse into the up smash. Slushie, another upset with a 3-stock.
My goodness, 3-stock. DM shaking his head. The bulby there, the slap, clap to settle the score. The